Hey guys, Fryedegg here, and I'm very pleased to be bringing you a first look at Orcs Must Die 2. As you can see, I am in the game. I have the game. I was lucky enough to acquire a early review copy of the game from my pal over at Robot Entertainment, Justin Kortoff, also known as 6OK, on the forums. And yeah, here is the game. I've been playing it like mad for the last 2 days, and I didn't really want to make a video until I had somewhat of a good knowledge of the game. So now that I feel I have somewhat of a good knowledge, I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through a little bit. First things first, the menu here. I was at the menu for like 10 minutes, so I'll try to go through it quickly. I'll just show you guys some changes. And I haven't even clicked on help yet. Okay, there you go. There's the whole layout on the keyboard. There you have it. I never bothered to look at that. The keys are generally exactly the same as Orcs Must Die 1, with the exception of, I guess, you can chat with your co-op partner and then have a push to talk button. So yeah, other than that, everything's the same. The gameplay, this is a little different. You have here, let me see, what was different here? Yeah, you can, I can't remember if this is the first one or not, but I set my stuff to all this stuff here. And one of the most amount of Gibbs, one of the Goron, Ragdoll count. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but I know it has something to do with the physics, and it sounds good. Oh, here's one of the new things. Show timer. This is actually a big thing right here. Right now, in Orcs Must Die 1, you had, unless you had a stopwatch, you had no idea how long you were playing a map for. And on War Mage, or even Nightmare, that could be an issue sometimes. So with trying to get a 5-skull score on a map, the part time would sometimes be an issue. So this way you have a live timer showing you your time, which is nice. So if you know you need to, say, beat a map like in less than 17 minutes, you'll have your time right there in your face and that I like that personally. The sound, a little bit more to do here. You have obviously now you have it. I think you have. I can't remember if this is an Orcs Must Die 1 or not, but you have a push to talk thing because now there's co-op, and a little bit more adjustment with the with the volume here. You can tweak it a little better instead of just having a music and effects. There's a master, and then there's voice effects and the music. So that's how I have mine set. The music down because it's kind of. I love the music. Sometimes this is too loud with everything else. The video, I believe, is the same. I gotta change. Oh, I didn't have my graphics all the way up high. My bad. With the video real quick, let me just point out they added a built-in windowed mode, which I really appreciate. I like that a lot. Full screen windowed mode. And key bindings are the same, I believe. Actually, wait, key bindings are actually able to remap your keys very easily now in this key binding menu. In the first one, you weren't able to do that as easily. So that's nice. And that's pretty much it for that. Characters. You go. I'll show you guys right here. You go to create new character. You can either pick the War Mage or you can pick the Sorceress. Pretty simple. As you can see, I made a Sorceress, but I haven't really played her yet. I went with the War Mage first, and let me just double check that's okay. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually pick her, the Sorceress. And now that I picked her, you heard the music crank up because now I guess it's a different profile. So I'm gonna turn everything back down to an appropriate level. I don't know why that keeps doing that. Did I click accept? Did I not click accept for that? Holy crap. Accept? Alright, there we go. Music's... Sorry about that. Okay. So, now that we'll get into the game a little bit, I'll show you guys a couple things here with this. Now we're in the game menu. Obviously, there's some new stuff here. So you have your spell book, which right now I can't really do much with mine because I have no skulls because I haven't earned any yet with this character. But you click your traps, and just like the first one, as you progress, you're going to unlock all these traps as you progress through the campaign. But basically what you do here is, like, I'll give you an example. I'll click on this. As I click on this, I can choose to upgrade. Everyone will have an upgrade right here, usually one of 3. Then you could you know, upgrade it 1 or 3 times. It's up to you. And then each trap will have 2 uniques, which you can only have 1 active at a time. So that's kind of nice. Like, so depending upon what you're trying to do, like I'll show you for she doesn't have the tar, but for the I'll show you the barricades. Where's the barricades? Go back. That's a good one. Let me see, barricades. Okay, so like I said, for barricades, you have your 3 levels of cost reduction, and then you have your 2 uniques. So I'll briefly go over this. Barricades take reduced damage from attacks. This one is good for when they're sappers. I like this one for when they're sappers because it takes like I think maybe 5 sappers to blow up a barricade, so they're a lot more sturdy. Whereas this one, on the other hand, this barricade self-repair is also very, very useful. If you have there's a lot of archers and stuff. Sometimes they can break barricades. With this, that won't happen anymore. Like the barricades get hit a little bit and they just start healing themselves, which is really nice. So that's basically how the upgrade system works for all the traps. And the whole spell book here, it's much bigger. On the upgrades, this is how they got away from doing the weavers. So everything is basically right here. Usually there's like 3 things for this here, and then 2 more uniques that kind of would encompass anything the weavers would do for all your traps. So it leaves it up to you of how you want to go ahead and distribute your skulls, and how you want your traps to, what abilities you want your traps to have. So I'm obviously going to go into further videos. I'll get into more detail about this stuff, but just a brief overview for you guys. Next is this is weapons. So obviously the sorceress, her main weapon is the Scepter of Domination here by default, which is actually really good. I don't really see her using anything else because this thing's awesome. The primary is she does like a little pew pew bolt of energy, and then you actually charge it up and shoot like a giant AoE burst shot, which is awesome. And then all this other stuff here is really cool too. Like you have this bone amulet to summon skeletons. That's new. The polymorph ring is actually really cool. Basically turns them into a lot of times it turns them into chickens, or like you could take an ogre and turn it into a kobold to make that a very easy enemy. And you right click it and you transform yourself into an ogre, which is actually really cool. And then the uniques for this one are unique 1 you could turn into a frost ogre, or unique 2 you turn into a fire ogre. And gain their resists and your weaknesses and whatnot. But that's really cool. It's a really cool weapon. I like that a lot. Trinkets, these are actually all really useful in their own right. The healing trinket, obviously, that's slowly regenerates health. When you just have it equipped and then active, you heal yourself and allies, which is nice. And then all this stuff, just like you can reset your traps right away. You can get rift points back. This one's really cool. It helps you get more money. All this stuff. I mean, there's like I said, in future videos I'm gonna get into all this stuff in a lot more depth. And then here you have costumes, which you could also unlock. You have to unlock them as you progress, and then to purchase them with skulls. So that's a brief overview of the spell book. And something I just figured out is when first I'm gonna show you something else real quick too. At any time you can refund your skulls, so you can have your skulls divvied up however you want into the traps, and say, oh well, this map I need to bring the swinging mace instead of the pounder, so I want to upgrade those. So refund your skulls. You can do that anytime, however many times you want. There's no disadvantage of doing it. It's fine. Just you're gonna find yourself doing it a lot, which is actually nice, because then until you have you're probably gonna need thousands of skulls to have everything upgraded. You're gonna constantly need to be doing this, and it doesn't really matter. You assign your skulls in like 2 minutes and you're done once you get them. But so that's the spell book. Obviously here you can create a party. If I click this, it's going to open up. I'm not sure if it will show on the recording, but it opens up Steam here, and then you invite somebody off your friends list. So that's all you do for that. Very, very simple matchmaking via Steam. And then up here you have your 3 game modes. So right now we're in story, and brand new character, so she's right at the very beginning. But then also you can endless. There's 10 endless maps here, And as you beat the stages, the endless mode for that map will unlock once you beat that map. So since I didn't beat any of those maps yet with her, they're not here. And then if anyone owns Orcs Must Die 1, you can immediately hop into the classic mode here, which there's going to be 10 Orcs Must Die 1 classic maps that are going to be available, fully available in Orcs Must Die 2 for co-op and all the new traps and stuff, which I think this is a nice little bonus. So if you haven't purchased Orcs Must Die 1, here's a little perk right here to go ahead and buy it. And this will open up this deal, this extra content for you. So we're going to go to story. And, I didn't even cover that. Very important to me, very near and dear to me, the leaderboards. Robot says these are going to be a lot better this time around. There were some issues in the first game with people doing, however they would do it. They would somehow get phony scores up in the leaderboards, which is really annoying. But now they said the leaderboard should be a lot more secure, so stuff like that won't happen. But it's really cool. You know, you have you can pull up your co-op scores. I don't have any for this map, I guess. Let me see. Where did I start playing? I know I have one for this map. Yeah, there you go. Me and Nananea almost claimed first there the other day. We were off by like 600 points from first. We're coming for you, Bender 10 and Bender 12. You better watch out. But yeah, and it also added like a pretty cool feature. Like you can pick any map. If it doesn't automatically find you, you click this find me. And I didn't play this on co-op, so I'm not there. So if I go to War Mage, I did play this, and lucky enough, I did make it into the top 5, so I'm right there. But on a map where I'm not in the top 5, I just click Find Me, and it pulls me right up. So if I scroll down a little bit, click Find Me, and then boom, right to me. It's a nice little feature. Everything feels a lot more streamlined. So that's basically it. We're gonna hop into a game real quick, and I'll show you guys the Sorceress. So we're gonna play the first stage here. And I'm going to skip the opening cinematic because I don't want to give anything away. But everyone briefly knows kind of what happened.
Did you feel the magic returning? Did you open it?
Nah, I'm more closer.
See it?
Aren't you that crazy lady that tried to kill me?
There's no time. The orcs are right behind me.
Orcs?
Brand new game. I forgot to invert my mouse. Yes. Yes, invert that mouse. Okay, all that stuff is the same. Okay, so here's our Sorceress, all right? And just like Orcs Must Die 1, you hit B for buy, or book, spell book, whatever exactly the B stands for. I guess book, spell book, and yeah, she only has 3 things, only have 3 slots, so I'm gonna bring all of them. And the Sorceress here, I have my wand now, or I don't. I'll just equip it. So here's my wand. Like I said, you can do little short bursts like that, pew 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 pew, like that, or you can do a charged up AOE shot. 2 phases, right? That being the biggest, and the second phase a little smaller. But like this second one, that'll roast like a single flyer by itself, that like right there. And then if you have like a pack of flyers, that's gonna blow them up. And this is great to shoot into. If your kill box is getting clogged up, you just shoot that right in the middle there, it blows them up. It's awesome. So the Sorceress, this is her. This is her regular costume. Yeah. And that's pretty much it with her for right now. The wand can also charm. I don't have an enemy out to charm. That's the right click. You saw my magic went down. And if you look up at the magic, you'll notice that she has a very small health bar and a very large mana bar. So she's not quite as hardy as the War Mage, but she has a much bigger mana pool. So if you give her like a lightning ring or any of the other magical weapons, she'll be able to use all those magical weapons like the flame. You know, she'll be able to shoot a lot more fireballs or a lot more lightning. You know, she'll get a lot more out of those kinds of items. So that's pretty much it. As far as the introduction to her, I know if you're seeing for the first time, you have these minecarts here. If you guys aren't aware, with the game starts, you start off right here in these mines, because this is where the War Mage was working, and this just happens to be where the Sorceress pops through when she comes through the rift. And yeah, so we're in these mines, and on these, when you're on these mine stages, you're gonna have these mine carts. And let me go over here real quick to show you. There should be, yes, a we can change the track by shooting that thing. Now that mine cart's gonna go a different way. It should not be. I don't think it's coming that way at all now. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, now it's gonna hook off to the right. So, you know, you get to kind of have some control over that, which is cool. I'm actually going to be setting my kill box up like right here, so it doesn't really matter. The minecart's not going to bother me either way. But the minecarts can actually add some combo points and do a lot of damage to the orcs, and they're kind of nice. But let's get started here. Let me see. We're going to set up a kill box as best we can with our 3 things. So this is the acid sprayer. This is the sorceress's new, not new, but this is her. This is one of her unique items. Okay, this is gonna be off kilter, I think, a scratch. So I don't think. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna. This is her ice trap. So these are unique to the sorceress. The war mage does not get these. Okay. These spray acid, and they can. Yeah, I forget about it. They do some other stuff obviously, and these freeze the enemies, and you could actually upgrade them so you can put them on the ceiling, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and start the round and get going here. Probably getting tired of hearing me talk, but whatever. This is just the way I'm doing my first look. I mean, other people would do things a little different, but you guys have watched my videos before. This is, I guess, this is kind of my style. Just kind of doing whatever I feel is cool to me. So, yeah, I'll show you guys the charm. Not that one of these little orcs is gonna really do much, but. I guess they got a stun off, which is kind of cool. But I'll try to show you guys a charge shot, blowing them up. You can't get headshots with the sorceress if you weren't noticing that. Headshots are still only done with the crossbow, with the war mage. So, kind of, I guess there's one downside with the sorceress, but I mean she's got so many more other perks that I mean she's really, really awesome. I mean, she has some really cool traps that are really unique to her, and this wand is amazing. It's such a lifesaver. I mean, you could have an armored ogre come in and charge into your kill box and not be ready for it, and you just charm it, and you're good. And even while it's charmed, you can actually just kill it. You can still hurt it while it's charmed, but it's almost like it's CC'd, you know, while it's charmed. So it's either going to attack other enemies, or you can just sit there and just kill it, whatever you want to do. But the sorceress is very, very cool, and I think a lot of people out there are going to really enjoy playing her, and especially a lot of our female players out there will now have a female character. I know a lot of girls, they like having a female character. They don't like playing a dude, and I'm kind of with that too. I usually don't. I mean, obviously, if there's a game in, like, say, like Tomb Raider, where, you know, you're portraying a heroine, yeah, okay, you're playing as that gender. But a game like this, there's no reason why you can't have a guy war mage and a girl war mage. So it's nice. But I mean, this is basically the first map here. You know, there's not too much else to it. It's only 4 rounds. I mean, if we let them come through here, I'll turn the I'll switch the tracks for the minecart here, and if you guys haven't kept up at all with the changes in the story for Orcs Must Die and Orcs Must Die 2, right now the orcs are coming through from their world through secondary rifts that are opening up. That's how they're making it through into the real world. And in this mine, for instance, they're trying to make it to the outside. This is basically like the outside. Right now they're in a mine, but this is going to make them get to the outside world, and so they can go pillage and plunder, like they used to before the order started having war mages protect the orcs from entering our world. So that's what's happening. This is just like I said, this is a temporary rift that's opened up, and yeah, this is in the other side in their world. This is where the war mages and the order built the big rift fortresses. They built them around these so the orcs couldn't just easily go through them. but obviously they look something like this on the other side. You know, but anyways, let's go ahead and fire it up. I got a lot of coins, but there's not too much to do with them because I only have so many traps.
Stop them in their tracks.
You will. And as always, there's a lot of quirky banter in Orcs Must Die. They've kept up with that. A lot of just really kind of slapstick humor with both characters. I really appreciate that still. And yeah, this is they didn't change much about the core dynamic of the game, which I really appreciate. I mean, you come in here, you set up your traps, and you mess up orcs. You know, you kill some orcs, and I think they have a great little thing going. So there's no reason this really didn't need much attention. You can still get combos just like you used to in Orcs Must Die 1. We've reported already up to an 11x. My pal Rogadin already said he achieved that, I think, either today or last night. Myself and Nananea were getting some 10s when we were playing co-op the other day. And yeah, there's still so much more to discover with this game. And I'm just happy I was able to give you guys somewhat of a first look here. I'm going to see if I can get Nananea to play some co-op with me real quick so you guys can see some co-op. So I'll be right back, but if I'm not back, this will be the end of the video. But hopefully I'll be back with her for a quick little co-op play. So hopefully I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back, and I have Nananea here with me. She was free to play, so why don't you go say hi, Nana?
I'm always free to play.
Woo! There you go. So we're gonna give you guys a quick showcase of co-op. So first things I had to do is I have to go down here to create a party, and oh, I think I know why that's doing that. I went offline on my Steam friends, so I don't think it's letting me do it.
Whoops.
Whoops. All right, there we go. Now I can invite her. So I'm going to invite Nananea. As you can see, I just click that. And
You want me to be Sorceress, or?
I'm Sorceress right now, so I guess
Cool.
I think we
I'll
could
go
both
War
be Sorceress, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter.
No, I'll go War Mage.
Okay. So as you can see, we're now in a party. We are not using the in-game chat, obviously, because you already heard us talking, and
Wait a second.
we're on Skype. Can you switch characters?
You cannot switch once you're in a party, so I'm gonna switch now.
Okay, she's gonna switch to a War Mage, and we're gonna reform. So there's something we just learned. If you join a party, you're joining as either the War Mage or the Sorceress, and you can't switch within the party. You have to leave the party, go back out to the main menu, switch characters, and then you create a new party after that.
Okay, I'm all set now.
Okay, she's all set. My buddy Kenny's messaging me, but I'll have to get back to him after I'm done this. Not being rude, just in the middle of
He
recording.
still hasn't added me on Steam.
What a jerk. Kenny, add Nananea on Steam. Don't be a stupid face.
Jeez.
Oh, so we got some competition here. We got to we have to beat Kenny and Rogo. I think we could beat them. 36,000. Well, maybe not. We have brand new characters with like no traps.
Yeah, I've got no skulls at all.
Oh, and as you can see now, guys, I have some skulls in my spell book, so I can go to my traps here. I could do some upgrading on the highlighted traps here. These are all the traps I have available to me. And I could also upgrade my weapon, or I could purchase these two weapons. Are the Charm lasts longer, and Charm Death causes more damage. Well, probably not going to go right for that. I'll probably just upgrade a trap real quick. Just to upgrade my acid sprayer to make it easy. So the acid sprayer is upgraded, and I can, yeah. Okay. So me and Nana are gonna play this map real quick. So I have to click play. She has to also click play, and then loads it up here. And
Hey, look, another rift opened up.
as you noted,
That's it.
Closed all though.
what?
Where are we?
And that's it.
Oh, that's it.
We're in the dwarven mine.
And I only have four.
I only have 3.
Oh, well, that's a brand new character. Like, I just unlocked the 4th. But if these characters had been progressed, the max you can have in co-op is 6 and 6. You can only bring 6 traps each, giving you a total of 12. So you're getting a 2-trap advantage over playing by yourself, which is good. So I'm gonna just bring every trap I have, because I only have 4. And this is a 2 rift two rift map. So the orcs are going to spawn out of that rift, and they're going to spawn out of this rift, and they're going to try to go to this door over here. So, and we have a minecart down there to help us out if we won't let the orcs get down to the bottom, but chances are they're probably just going to die right up here. That's my guess anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and put my... Oh, there's no walls. I can put wall traps here.
Step into my sprinklers, little orcs.
Ooh. Step into my sprinklers, little orcs. I like that. Put some ice traps here. And I'm ready to go. We both have to hit G.
Off we go.
And then the game starts. Yeah. So
I win again.
just did my little AoE shot. They're only coming out my side of the rift right now, and NananeaWoW's over there with her shotgun, her blunderbuss. The right click for the blunderbuss, it shoots that magical grenade.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm liking that.
Some of the orcs fell down and they made it down here, but it was probably from NananeaWoW's blunderbuss knocked him down. I'm kidding. Could have been.
No, it probably was.
Could have been my little scepter charge. But having your doing co-op, having two players is very beneficial for a lot of maps. I mean, just us two, we found that some maps are just so much more manageable when you have two people versus one person. So now we're gonna start having orcs come out of this rift, and there goes Nana knocking him down there again on the ground.
What a baddie.
Blast him. So yeah, this is the second level, guys. I know this looks kind of easy, but it's supposed to be. It's supposed to ease the new players into their Orcs Must Die experience. Oh, I think a skull just dropped.
Yeah, look at it real quick.
Yep. See, guys, you can actually skull's actually dropped now, and she's gonna pick that up, and now she's gonna have an extra skull added to her completion when we finish the map. So I think those have like a 0.2% chance to drop. So
Sometimes they get streaky though, I've noticed.
yeah.
Like
Okay.
I'll get like 3 or 4 in a level. It's really weird.
But they do help. The skull system they've introduced into the game. I think it's actually very, very good. I really like it. Something's alive. There's an orc alive somewhere. There's one stuck at the rift. The Skype icon was blocking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice shot.
So I'll put some more acid sprayers over here.
I am ready.
We have a good little kill box going. It's not very boxy, I guess. These are kind of open. But
It's a kill zone. It's
Kill
a kill
zone.
lane.
kill area. Kill vicinity.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and charm one of these guys. They're gonna start attacking him.
More.
Like as you can see, she has so much magic. I could charm multiple guys at the same time.
You're just such a charmer.
Haha, I like that. That's what my mother always tells me. That and I'm handsome. Hope she's not lying. And you can see also we have some bigger orcs. These blue ones here, these are a little bit. This is a heavy orc warrior versus a medium, and then the guys that are barely armored at all are I believe light orcs. So a little bit more of a dynamic in the orcs there.
The sweet burn of
Nice.
acid. How I love it.
The sweet burn of acid. She loves it. Okay, we'll put a spike trap right here too. I'm ready to go. So this is basically co-op in a nutshell. But on some maps, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll just say the very last map in the campaign, playing that in co-op is a lot easier than playing it solo.
So much easier.
So go ahead and if you guys haven't, I would go maybe when you buy Orcs Must Die 2, and they are selling a 2-pack, maybe go ahead and buy the 2-pack and give it to a friend so you know you have someone to play with, because there's going to be some maps where you're going to really want that other person to play with.
And I noted this in a little review video I did for Realm, but Radio Kenny on his robotentertainmentfans.com website made a little tool. If you don't have any Steam friends, you can sign up and find other people that are wanting to play co-op. It'll tell you what time, what character they want to play, if they're online or not. So
there
it's
you go.
Cool.
That's right. We're gonna go ahead and I will link that in the description, and I'll put an annotation about it, but we can't link in the annotation. But I will put that in the description so you guys can find that good little tool. I just saw that myself. So if you're lacking Steam friends, which is perfectly okay, go ahead and sign up on robotfans.com and get on this get in this friend finding tool, and you'll have plenty of people to play co-op with. So good call, Nana.
Good call, Radio Kenny, honestly.
Yes,
I didn't even think about something like that.
That Radio Kenny, he's very smart. He's got all kinds of good ideas. Yep, absolutely. As much fun as this is by yourself, it's way more fun when you have a friend.
Unless they're, trap control freaks like Fryedegg.
Listen, I like to. I
have the barricades and the maces and everything.
I have OCD, and the traps seem to be a particular way. It's just that's how it is.
That's all fine and good, but I have the same problem.
All right, I'm gonna charm this guy again.
See me bounce that grenade off the wall? Oh yeah.
Banking it. We're getting pushed back here a little bit, but that's okay. You can see these earth elementals, they split apart into a bunch of other elementals, which can sometimes be annoying, but nothing us pros can't handle. Gotta use that AoE shot like that. Alright. About to finish up here. Dang. One left. Oh, there it is. And we're done. I believe that's her 5 skull dance.
It is.
Okay, cool. Oh, we didn't get it. We missed the part time. What? That was definitely your fault. I'm kidding. 57 seconds.
I had more traps up than you.
I know. That was probably my fault. I was too busy talking. Whoops. Well, anyways, guys, that's my Orcs Must Die 2 first look. Stay tuned for a lot more videos, both from myself and NananeaWoW. We're going to do a whole ton of videos. Also, tonight, I'm going to put this video up right away. Tonight, I'm doing a live stream on my YouTube channel. NananeaWoW will be there. Justin Kortoff, who's 60K on the Orcs Must Die forums, he will be there playing the game with me. And also, Brumac will be there, another Machinima director. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern time for the live stream. So anyone that's free tonight, come check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and we'll talk to you guys later on.
Later.
Bye.